Hello and welcome back to my Pokémon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 18. Let's get started and I hope you enjoy. So after Pikachu seemed to be flying last episode, Liko and Roy decide to do some investigating, and this leads them to wanting to learn more about Friede, how he actually met Pikachu and formed his crew. Yes, this episode was a backstory episode and it was being built up, hyped up, and it did not disappoint. Friede sits everyone down in the meeting room and it was time to reveal the whole story. You can tell a lot of thought was put into this episode, from the animation just to how the episode was actually cut. It was made with so much care and just worked really well. We see Friede, who's pretty much down on his life. He's just quit his job as a professor because he's tired of being stuck in a lab and he just doesn't know what to do next. It's revealed that he already knew Ludlow and Orla at this point, but Orla was working in Hoenn. He's calling Ludlow Gramps. I don't know if that means Ludlow is actually his grandpa or it's just used as a nickname. But it's interesting that he was the first to join Friede, so there'll definitely be more to his character as well. Friede meets up with Liko's mum, Luca, and this was insane because they meet up in the Mandali Gym restaurant and we get a cameo of the GOAT himself, Larry. This was just a real pleasant surprise. Friede basically tells Luca he knows everything that there is to know about Pokemon, but he hates being confined and he just doesn't know what to do next. And this is where the fateful meeting happens. Luca takes Friede to this reckless, wild Pikachu, all banged up, dirty and covered in wounds. But there's something special about it, and Friede really gets back in his zone here. He wants to observe Pikachu, understand it. Why is it jumping so high every day? What is it doing? It was great to see the impact Pikachu had on Friede's mindset and how it helped him overcome what he was going through. And after a few days of observing and getting attacked by Pikachu, we finally understand what Pikachu is doing. It isn't flying, it's using Volt Tackle and its really strong tail to spring itself all the way up every day at the break of dawn to see the sun rise on the horizons. And damn, it all comes full circle. Pokemon Horizons, Captain Pikachu looking over the horizon itself, dreaming of adventure along with Friede not knowing what to do next. It was just so perfect, written in a way that ties into this whole series and shares so much light on these two characters and why they set out on their adventure. This was peak. After this, Friede has his Luffy moment where he just starts to build up his crew. He gets Ludlow to give up his old fishing boat, and with the help of Orla, who joins the crew as a mechanic, the brave Asagi is built and the rising Volt Tacklers are born. Friede, Orla and Ludlow along with Cap are the first members, and I'm really hoping we see more backstory of how all the others came along. Obviously we know Molly dropped out of being a Pokemon doctor, and I've got a feeling we could get the Murdoch backstory next week. So this was just awesome. I loved seeing where this whole thing started. It came at a perfect time when we needed to find out more. Liko and Roy amazed by the backstory. Liko realises that she was pretty much destined to join up with these guys since day one. And as the episode ends, they arrive in Galar. Just a fantastic episode. Friede and Pikachu's meeting was done perfectly. I want to give them a lot of credit for giving us another Pikachu and trainer story and making it feel so unique, so different to what we had with Ash. They really nailed it, and actually seeing what Pikachu was looking out on every single day is a moment that I'm not going to forget soon. It's going to be one of them iconic moments that will define this series. I loved Luca's role in this episode as well. She has a really close bond with Friede, and it explains a lot of how he acts towards Liko, and we even get a baby Liko cameo in this episode, which was cool. So this episode was everything that I hoped for in a Friede and Cap backstory and more. It went crazy with the storytelling, the animation, and just nailed everything in my opinion. For me, this is the best episode of Horizon so far, so we're going to give our very first 10 out of 10. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Did you enjoy? What is your rating? Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.